Hi everyone, my name is Jenny Woolsey and I've written a short story for the anthology Once Upon a Whoops. Now the first thing I need you to do, if you would like to, is to help me count to 3. Are you ready to get into my story? We need to do this. 1, 2, 3. Look what's appeared. It's the Once Upon a Whoops cover. It's wonderful, isn't it? I love the illustrations. Right, we're going to get into my story, which is called The True Story of the 3 Billy Goats Gruff. Now, I'm sure you have heard the old tale where there's 3 goats and they trip-trap, 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 trip-trap over the bridge. And under the bridge is a mean troll. And he's nasty and he wants to eat them. And they kick him away. Well, the story I'm going to tell you today is different because it is told by the troll himself, not the goats. Now, before I start telling you the story, I need to put on my troll hair because the troll is telling the story. Do you put on costumes when you're pretending to be things and telling stories? It's fun, isn't it? Do you like my troll hair? Do I look like a good troll, a nice troll, or a nasty troll? All right, we're going to get into the story now. Have you heard the story of the 3 Billy Goats Gruff? You know, the one with the mean troll who lives under the bridge and wants to eat the goats. Yeah, I see you nodding your head. Well, you can forget the goats version of the events because I'm here to tell you the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth. Listen to what actually happened, and I'm sure you will agree. Let me begin by introducing myself to you. My name is T. Roll, aka Troll for short. Last year, I lost my job as a boot maker and couldn't pay my rent. My landlord picked me up by the shirt collar and threw me out on the street. I landed on my bum and it hurt. With my small sack of things slung over my shoulder, I walked and walked and walked. Every town I stopped at, I asked, are there any jobs going? And do you know where I could get some free food? Each person I asked took one look at me and said, you were too short. Go away. I even pleaded with them, but they still said, you are too short. Go away. Can you believe it? Every single person said, you are too short. Go away. I only had a few pennies left and my stomach rumbled and rumbled. I hungered for any type of food, so I searched in the bins for scraps. There was nothing for me to do but keep going. I walked and walked and walked. My legs tired and my feet hurt. I could feel the hard stones through my shoes. Ahead of me, I could see a rickety old wooden bridge. Under it, sparkling water flowed. I yelled, "Yee-haw!" and slid down the bank and plopped in the water. I drank and I drank and I drank. Then I lay in the water, staring up at the blue sky. The place was an oasis. Trees with their dangling fingers touched the ripples, and tall soldier palms stood proud. I felt hidden and safe. Under the bridge, I laid down on a pile of leaves, and before I could count to 5, I was fast asleep. Sometime later, I awoke. Someone or something was traipsing over the bridge. I peeped out and saw a baby goat. I must admit I was grumpy as I was enjoying my dream about eating a large roast chicken dinner. And I called out to the goat, "Oi, you, traipsing over my bridge." The kid reared up on his back legs as if I had frightened him, and let out in a squeaky voice, "I cannot eat me, my brother is coming." I shook my head, realizing that he thought I was going to eat him. But I wasn't. I don't eat goats. I just wanted him to go so I could go back to sleep and finish my delicious dream. I tried to explain, but by the time I could get my words out, he had crossed the bridge and trotted away. I lay back down on my bed of leaves and fell back asleep. Sometime later, I was jolted awake by someone or something tramping over the bridge. I peeped out and saw a bigger goat. This one had small horns. I felt refreshed from my nap, but my stomach ached. Famished, I thought he might be able to help me with where I could go and get some free food. So I called out to the goat, "Oi, you, tramping over my bridge." The goat reared up on his back legs, just like the kid had done, and yelled at me, "Do not eat me, my brother is coming." I shook my head, realizing that he thought I was going to eat him. But I wasn't. I don't eat goats. I tried to explain, but by the time I got my words out, he had crossed the bridge and trotted away. I lay back down on my bed, nibbled the softer leaves, and tried to ignore pain in my tummy. I was so hungry, so hungry. I guess I fell asleep as I was jolted awake again by someone or something stomping over the bridge. The bridge wobbled and I was really worried it was going to break. I peeped out and saw an even bigger goat. This one had large curly horns. I was positive he would be able to help me with where I could go and get some free food. So I called out to the goat, "Oi, you, stomping over my bridge." The goat called back to me, "Come up here, I can't hear what you are saying." Of course, I then rolled out of my bed, scrambled up the bank and onto the bridge. My eyes met the goat's, which were half closed. He took a couple of steps backwards and started to snort and paw at the ground. I didn't know exactly what he was doing. I don't want to eat you, I told him, sensing he was angry with me. I won't be giving you a chance, the goat bellowed, and he ran at me, kicking me up into the air. I screamed as I rose higher and higher and higher. And I screamed as I fell lower and lower and lower towards the ground. Thankfully, a big patch of soft mushrooms cushioned my fall. I got up, brushed off the fungi, and peered through the trees. What do you think? There was a village, just what I needed. Another chance to get some food and maybe even a job. I hope they wouldn't say, "You are too short, go away." As luck should have it, the bakery was giving away their 3-day-old bread. And I ate, and I ate, and I ate until I was full. Then I asked the baker if I could have a job. He said, "You can knead the dough. You are the perfect height, and you can start work tomorrow." The next week was fantastic. I had a job, I had food to eat, and I had a bed to sleep in. I had almost forgotten about the goats until I read the goat story in the local newspaper. The report ended with, "This troll is a violent goat-eating criminal. If you see him, don't approach and call the police." There was even a sketch of me. So I called the reporter of the newspaper to give my side of the story, which is what you have just read and you have just listened to. Well, what do you think? I am sure that you are on my side and believe that I, T-Roll, Acco Troll, am the innocent one, and that I only wanted to find out some information from the goats, not eat them. I don't eat goats. I see you nodding your head. Good. Finally, I would like to invite you, if you are ever passing through my town, to stop in at the bakery. Come and say hi to me and try some of my delicious chocolate buns. I eat lots of those. Well, that's the end of my story, and you can find more stories at my website. Well, did you enjoy that story? Did you enjoy who do you think told the right story? Do you believe the troll, or do you think it was the original goat story? All right, well, thank you for watching. I hope you're having a fantastic day. Keep smiling, and of course, enjoy the other stories from Once Upon a Whoops. And I will see you later.